to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm doing a general random, meaning that I don't have any questions. Reading. So it may or may not resonate with you. So just take the parts that does, leave the parts that doesn't. I'm gonna do the box first, and then like cards after. Is it delayed? Yes, it is. There's a lag, so I'm just not gonna look at the camera at this point. But so let's see. Okay, card. Something fell out, so I'm just gonna. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one because it's stuck on my finger. We have. I hope that you can forgive me. That's all. That's oh. Okay. I mean, it's good to forgive them and yourself, but forgiveness doesn't mean that you allow them to still have access to you. Like, I can forgive you, never talk to you again, like again. Like, it's just, I don't really care. Like, I forgive you, I let it go, but that doesn't mean that you can still come into my life and, we kiki and we ha-ha. Depending on what you did or what happened. Like, if you cross the line, there's no way you're coming back in my life and talking about, oh, you can't forgive me. I forgive you, but you're not getting back in my life. I'm not going to let you violate my boundaries again. No. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me 3 times, okay? Like, you out. And the first thing that jumped out when I was, like, stopped shaking it was clout hungry. Clout hungry. Now, people that's clout hungry, they tend to try to use your name or use your fame to either sell their stuff or try to get the attention on them by using your name and what you're doing to, make money off of it as well. So this one says, a tasty bit of gossip. A tasty bit of gossip. So like I was just saying with a clout chaser or clout hungry, they would try to use your name. Sometimes it might not even actually, it's clout. It might not actually be true. It might be false. It could be true. But either way, you still did it for clout or like clickbait. It's just for views, likes, money, fame, attention. Then we have understand the impact. Open it up so the camera can focus on it. Right? Either now the clout chaser or the clout. I'm just calling them clout chasers to call it a day. Either the clout chasers now understanding the impact of their actions, like now they can't get back to, like, you have boundaries, they can't really get into your little world or stuff like that. Or now people see them as a clout chaser and realize it's just gossip. They're just a gossiper. They're really just a hater. Don't really have much going. Not to say that they don't have much going on in their life, but without you and using somebody else's name, they don't have much to offer, much to give. And then we have, I took the easy way out. See what I said? Ain't got nothing to offer. So they try to use your name, your fame, to get ahead. But, people gossiping at some point in time, it's going to come around. Like, if it's clickbait and be like, oh, this, and the third, and you watch the video, and you don't say nothing the title of the video or something like that, or just like very small or minute, it's just like, this is clickbait. And at some point in time, your viewers is going to go low because they're not going to want to watch that or just be around you or hear that, because you just know it's a bunch of fluff or nonsense. And then we have your pride. Right? Understand the impact. They could see that their pride and their ego probably got in the way of this connection. And now they're trying to ask for your forgiveness. Alright? Because y'all take the easy way out. It was all ego and pride, arrogance. Thinking that nothing will come of it. Nobody's gonna find out it was okay to treat people this way, but that's, all that pride and ego. And some people just not gonna deal with that. And then we have a day late and a dollar short. Right? So when it's like either you freed yourself from this clout chaser, right? Or when they realize that understand the impact of their actions is way too late. You're ready to let them go, moved on, not thinking about them, dwelling on them, focusing on them, living your best life. You ain't going back and forth with these. You're living your best life. That's Lil Duval. Then we have, this connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. See what I said? You try out here living your best life. You ain't going back and forth with you. You're living your best life. They're a day late and a dollar short. This connection is dead, done, and over. It's boring. I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to head out, okay? You know that episode of SpongeBob where he was like, I don't really feel like it. Like, you don't feel like it. Like, you don't feel like being here. You don't want to be here. You want to clock out. You about to head out. And then we have, don't run before you can walk. Right? That clout. I took the easy way out. Everyone has steps in the process that they have to go through. You can't just... Well, some people try to step over other people to get to where they're trying to go. That's don't be neutral, but that could be your pride. Because I was like, that's disgusting. But that's just me. Like, you don't have to step over anybody to try to get to where you're going. Everybody has their own path and their own thing. We might... And just because I might have the skills and the qualifications to go in the direction where you're going, that doesn't mean that I'm going in that direction. Right? Like, people have a lot of different qualities that they don't show or portray or put out there. So, this, for example, me with this YouTube channel, right? Not a lot of people know I can read cards or interpret things well, probably my family, because when I was a kid, a lot of things was happening. So it's it wasn't a surprise when over time, I'm just, but I had to learn certain things and understand certain things to realize that not everybody appreciates the messages that I'm getting, right? Some people rather just want an easy way out, a quick rich scheme. Oh, can you tell me the lottery numbers? No, I can't. I cannot. I can't. That's not one of the skills and qualities that I have. I don't know. I just know that if you continue on this path, right? If you tell me a story and I'm just sitting here and I'm listening, and then I'll be like, this, and the third. That's pretty much either like my not either, but it's pretty much my intuition, like putting things together to be like, so you don't see that this is like clairvoyance, like you don't see that this shit is happening, you don't see this going on, you don't, like, and then so it's just like, but I still had to like work on that, walk with that, crawl with that, understand it. Like that's before it was there since I was a kid, so it's like putting two to two together, and then the whole empath shit was just, you could feel when something's off and something's like not right. Like, even if you're hearing a story and you're just sitting there listening, you can tell like either this person is doing something shady, and then even like they say something, it's just like, yeah, they're doing something shady that ties to what, like that feeling that I got. It all works together, right? And then, but yeah, you just can't. You have to walk before you can run. You have to be able to, first of all, you have to be able to stand up before you run. And if you can't stand by your own, like by yourself with this clout hungry clout chaser, you cannot run. We're not running the same race. We're not on the same level. Where I might be walking, you trying to like climb on my back to get to where I'm going. No. You're not gonna ride off of me and get like benefit off of me. No. Stand by yourself. And if you can't, learn to. Because you about to learn to, but this connection is boring me to death. Then we have caught a case. This keep coming out. It's either STD or STI. It might not be for everybody. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Either way, sex health is important. So, use condoms. I mean, unless it's like you're married to the person. I mean, probably if you married, then like, alright, fine, but if y'all might be going through some problems, okay, you think something's going on, you might want to randomly like, oh, let's go to the clinic. Like, it's just, oh, you ever know, watched, Why Did I Get Married, right? Marcus and was it Angela is the wife? Is that his wife? But you know what I'm talking about? And Marcus, they was married and stuff like that, but Marcus was still messing with Keisha. And I'm going to use Angela because I'm pretty sure that was his wife. If it's not his wife, that's somebody else's wife. But either way, you know who I'm talking about, right? And in one of the movies, he had VD, right? And whatever character Tyler Perry was playing, he like treated it for him, right? But he didn't tell his wife. So it came out at the table, right? And then the wife was like, you had VD, Marcus? Did you get it from Keisha? And he was like, I don't know. I don't know where I got it from. She was like, oh, no, you got it from Walter. Right? And then he was like, what are you talking about? I don't know no Walter. I ain't gay. She was like, no, I slept with Walter. I got it from him. And I gave it to you. I was just waiting on for you to tell me. I been got it treated. Boom! Like, it's just... So it's just like, be careful out there. Like, it's dangerous in these streets. Yo. And then there's more to the movie, so I didn't know. There's not really spoilers, but either way, that's the best part. Like, and I don't know which one. If it's either Why Did I Get Married, like the first one, or Why Did I Get Married 2. Don't know which one it is, but I know it's in there. You can YouTube it. That shit is hilarious. Like, but yeah, still wear condoms. Wrap it up. Then we have, you're the best thing in my life. You were the best thing in my life. Were. Past tense. Right? You just, this thing was boring. You need something new and exciting in your life, and this ain't it. Just ain't it. You out here trying to live your best life. And then we have feeling safe. Right? So they probably felt safe around you, or you felt safe around them, but that's, or they felt safe doing it. It could be a lot. But this pride, right? They felt safe doing it. They felt comfortable doing it because they thought like it wasn't gonna get back to them. There was gonna be no like backfire, no way, shape, or form. You know. Um, like I said before, with the learning to run before you can walk. If I'm walking or I'm trying to run, and you trying to claw to get on my back for me to carry you, if I push you off and you can't get up and handle it on your own, you felt safe trying to piggyback off of me. And that ain't okay. That's, like, in writing, that's plagiarism. Okay? Like, you gotta give the person credit. But when you're being a clout chaser, you're not trying to give them credit. You're trying to use their name to bring you fame. Not giving credit for the things that I've done. Technically, you using my name and my like fame and stuff like that to bring you attention and gain you status. You legit piggybacking off of somebody else, and then now want to give them credit? Plagiarism. Like, and then we have, I miss you so much, I want to see you. Right? Because you're the best thing they ever had in their life. And they felt safe. Now they no longer there, no longer have access to you. Want something more fun and exciting and free. Now they want to come. Oh, I forgot this. Now they want to come and talk to you when the situation is late, because they pride and their ego already done fucked up the situation. And if they had caught like a case, right? If they had VD, STD, STI, whatever it is, they may not try to tell you. Try to hide it in some way, shape, or form. They're just like, nobody got time for that. And this is why you were like, you ever like talk to somebody and thought like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was jumping to conclusions and stuff like that. And you try to talk it out, and you like, nah, this is what, like, nah, this is why I'm about to block you. Like, you just see why you have to block certain people and why they created the block button. Like. Now we have, I am embarrassed by my actions. I'm disgusted with myself. See what I just said? Now they understand the consequences of their actions. And it's a day late and $1 short because you ready to move on, tired of this relationship or connection. Want to live your best life, and they want to come here and slow you down and distract you and pick it back off of your happiness. And it's like, no. When you had me, you didn't give a fuck about my happiness. So I have to care about my happiness, and that's what I'm going to do. Without you. You worried on your happiness. If you don't know what's making you happy, go find it. Like, it's like, go find it. And they're like, oh, you're the one that's making me happy. That's nice. But you're not making me happy. Okay? And my happiness is important. So I'm going to go find what makes me happy, and this ain't it. Then we have, I couldn't let you get close to me. You the... Because I damn pride and ego. And now they see that. Now, like I said before, they pride and their ego messed up this whole connection. And I forgot about the gossiping. Oh, yeah, it was a clout chasing either way. And try to, like, switch up real fast. Like, if you, let's say y'all was friends and stuff like that, and as soon as you say no, out of nowhere they switched up, because they are really a clout chaser. They just there to either gossip about you, tell other people your business, piggyback off of you, right? Use your name, your fame to gain connections and stuff like that. Either way, it's just short-sighted with this take the easy way out. And then we have, I want to be more than friends. Nigga. They want to be more than friends, but you bored to death with this friendship and or connection. So it's like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to grow. It's going to go down from here. Okay? Just going to go. It's not going to go up from here. It's just going to go down from here. Like, down. Just gravity, just like, no. Like, it's just. Like, what comes up must come down. And that relationship is coming down. Like, it's. Read the next one. I realize how much I hurt you. You see what I said? Like, it's just what comes up must come down. And this relationship is coming down. They either lied, gossip about you, so they can have like the attention or whatever it is. I don't see the reason why yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I don't know why they was out here clout chasing. Well, they pride, yeah, but they have some walls up, so they kind of could have some insecurities, feeling inadequate in some way, shape, or form, past hurts, and they just taking it out on everybody because hurt people, and that's just arrogance. Like, I'm not the person that hurt you, so why are you trying to hurt me because that person that I don't even know? It's just... Then we have, oh my God, I can't stop spying on you. Now that's, see, this... Spying. Oh, the wrong part zoomed in. Right? To try to gossip, try to use your name, clout chase, and this is the reason why you're not in the damn person's life. If you're the cross watcher, this is why. Nobody got time for that shit, okay? Work on yourself. You know, like I said, if you can't stand by yourself, you trying to use somebody else's name, fame, their connections, you feel like you lack something in some way, shape, or form, work on your insecurities so you can build up that confidence within yourself. So you don't have to do that. Because this person is done. And there's going to be a lot of people at some point in time that are going to wake up to it and realize what you're doing and be done with you too. Now, if you're the person where this is all happening to, somebody's spying on you, okay? Like, so... I would say, like, keep your page on private. Keep your moves hidden. Move in secret. Move low-key. And we have I want you. We already knew that. But I want to be more than friends. Then we have this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It is draining. It's boring. It's draining. It is stale. It is immature, childish, very egotistical. Then we have, I still have feelings for you. Well. Right there, $1 late. A day late and $1 short. Like, they could have said all this when this situation wasn't boring and draining you to death. They could have sat there, seen that this was draining you and how it was affecting you, and did absolutely nothing. Just continue doing the tomfoolery with the I realize how much I hurt you. And it's like now that you out of that hurt in a place where either getting back to who you once were, now all of a sudden they want to come in. I'm not about to let you sabotage my growth again. Like, it's just, no. Like, get out of my life. I'm out here trying to live my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Like, and then we have, I don't feel guilty for how I treat you. My ego is too big to care. And we had pride. What did I say? Some people, their conscience gonna eat them alive, bro. Jiminy Cricket, he gonna be out here with a field day. Like, it's just... Then we have, there is a big hole in my heart that I can't fill on my own. So you're trying to look for other people to fill it? Validation outside of themselves, elsewhere, love outside of themselves, rather than them actually fixing the damn problem, realizing that they are the problem. That's why the hole can't get fixed. Because you're the problem and you just continue making more problems for other people. And then they cut you off their life and then you feel lonely. Like, oh, why do nobody love me? No one loves you or can't love you correctly because you don't love yourself. Like, no one wants to be around that. It's very draining and tiring. And very boring. Like, it's like, imagine being around somebody that, like, let's say y'all take a group picture, and then every time y'all take a group picture, they's like, oh, I'm sorry, that make the picture, like, ugly? I'm sorry, you have to take it without me. And it's just like, no, you fishing around for compliments. I'm not going to give you a compliment if you fishing for compliments. There's going to be people to realize that you're just fishing for compliments, and they're not going to give it to you. There's going to be people that give you compliments genuinely, like, because they want to. But if you fishing and looking for compliments, I'm not giving you one, bro. I'm not trying to, like, run and validate you or bring you up because it's, like, no. Not about to piggyback off my feelings, my emotions, my status, my wealth, nothing. I don't care. Like, it's, like, you didn't, like, no. We all have, like, intrusive thoughts, but you're literally saying that for other people to validate you. Like, oh, no, you're pretty, you're beautiful, look at you in the picture, you look fine. No. Stop fishing for compliments. It's not okay. Like, then we have, I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. Because the shit's draining. Like, and when it was mutual, you did all this shit. So, of course, it's not going to be mutual when I realize what's happening, what's going on. And then we have, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. You see what I said? What I said. But no. Like, I'm going to go with this one. All right. So we have, thank God for the internet. With that, I'm spying on you. You could be using the internet to spy. And find out information, spread gossip about you, to watch you. Oh, that's Pam from Archer. And we have, yes, you are weak, but you are not a coward. A person who knows he's weak but still face a strong opponent is the bravest of them all, and that's Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. If you forgot who he was, he's the one to full counter. That's all he yells. That's him. He owns a cavern, you know. Ooh. And then we have Wombo, I Wombo, you Wombo, me, she, he, Wombo. Womboing is the study of Wombo. And that was from the episode where SpongeBob pretty much Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, right, gave SpongeBob a task, but they really just wanted him to leave them alone. So they gave them like his belt. I think Mermaid Man gave him the belt because it was an M, and then the Wombo. So with the M, if he hit it, it shrink the person, and SpongeBob didn't know how to bring them back to like regular size, but he didn't want to go ask Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, because then he would have to admit that he would like he did something wrong, he messed up, he used the belt. So he went to Patrick, and Patrick was like, well, if it's M shrinks them, let's try W, right? For Wombo. And that still shrink them. And then at some point, SpongeBob got so paranoid that he started shrinking everybody, that he was the only like normal sized person left. And they were just like, bro, just tell Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. He was like, no. Then they would be so disappointed. He didn't even realize that he shrinked them as well. They was already like he started collecting them all in this like little jar. He didn't realize he shrunk them. They was in the jar. So they was trying to tell him like, yo, we gotta fix this. And then even everybody that was in like the bottle, they looked at Mermaid Man, was like, how can you fix it? But then he was like, have you tried flipping it around? And then everyone got pissed off because that's what Patrick said, and that's how we already started this. So it's just this person ain't changed, okay? This like you can forgive them, but you already see that they're small, and in order to fix it, you might have to shrink yourself down, because that's what SpongeBob had to do at the end of the day, like shrink Bikini Bottom and then shrink himself so everybody can live in one perfect harmony. Then we have Roses Are Red, Toby's a Liar, and Always Remember, Ryan starts the fire. The Office. Toby was in Human Resources. If you was wondering who Toby. They didn't really, the manager didn't really like Toby. I don't know why. Michael hated Toby for like a passion. It was one time Toby left and came back, and then Michael went back there, and he was like, no, God, please, no. Like, you see this person come back in your life, you're like, no, this is why they created a block button. No, like, it's just, get out my life. And I don't see if there's anything else from this deck. Okay. Let's see what the other deck has to say. Oh, very unnecessary. I'll pick that up later. Let's see what this character deck has to say. But with this here saying like you're not weak, like you with this learn to walk before you run and stuff like that. There's gonna be some things that some opponents that you might not be able to face or deal with, but you still have to buckle up your little boots, okay? Buckle up for the trip, and handle it. You can't piggyback off of somebody else and make somebody else fight your battles all your life. Because if I do that, oh, what song is that? It's Lil Nas X. Hey Panini, right? He said, is it that one? Or is it another song? If I walk, he like, if I take you everywhere, would you even know how to walk? Like, if I talk for you, would you even know how to talk? You know, so it's just like, you got to do some things yourself. Is that Paint Panini? It's Lil Nas X. This is one of his songs. I know that much. But yeah, like, then you will always be weak when you're not actually weak. You have the strength to do it. You just don't think that you do. You have to fill that hole within inside you. Okay. This is pretty much like a picture you have to see. So right now, see, all low battery, drained, right? Then, okay, I know I saw this card before, and the first time I saw the picture and I posted it, somebody was a little bit upset. Was like, Unchaka belong to Deku. Okay, she can go to whoever she want to go to. Like, she just have some respect for Deku, okay? All right. So, be prepared. There's not Deku on this card. It's Kachan. So it's just like just be prepared. It's not Deku. It's Bakugo or Kachan. Right? And now your battery's all, charged up. Where this is all draining and boring. Right? You go find somebody else that's energize you, that makes you feel alive again. Excites you. I feel like Bakugo is just misunderstood. Sometimes you just gotta yell. Let's just. Have you met his mother? His mother does the same thing. He's just a product of his environment. His father mad calm. Then we have revenge is like a two-headed snake viper. While watching your enemy goes down, you are poisoning yourself. Aang. From The Last Airbender. Ooh. Right? So if like you're trying to clout chase, gossip, trying to bring somebody down because either your pride or your ego is hurt and you actually want this person and you treated them like shit when you had them and now you no longer have access to them and now you're on some, I'm gonna tell you secrets, I'm gonna tell everybody. And it's just like, this is why you don't have access to me. This is why you're not in my life. You're just showing me even more why you shouldn't be in my life, you know? See, there's anything from this day. And rather than me staying here and draining myself for something, for love, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. Because if you're trying to, like, that's if your pride and your ego was hurt and now you're, like, holding on to that, you're a grudge holder. And you are trying to hurt me for a grudge that you're holding, like a past situation. No, that's not love. You know that song? You gotta walk away from love. Walk away from love. Before love breaks your heart, okay? Because this ain't it. And Ryan start the fire with this Carter case. Oh, the clap. But yeah, everybody have their own skeletons, their own problems that they have to deal with. Nobody's problem is bigger than the other person's, more important than the other person's. So, like I said before, where everybody had to learn how to walk at some point in time. You can't try to piggyback off me to save you from walking. No. Especially when I realize that I'm gonna get off my back. And if you don't get up and walk on your own, that's on you. You just showing everybody else that you needed to piggyback on somebody else. Let's see if there's anything else from this deck. It's not. Alright, then I'm gonna do this one. And then I'm gonna do the after tarot. To see like what action you should take, or what's gonna happen like after. I don't know what the after tarot is gonna say, because this could be going on like right now, like presently, or is about to happen. With this, you're thinking, could be thinking about something. Or like very suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. But you have a right to be suspicious if you are suspicious. Cause yeah, this ain't it. And then we have my mind always doing something that I don't know about. It could be very impulsive. Sorry, cut the thing. Be very impulsive and in their pride and in their ego, and then like when shit hits the fan, they either blame somebody else, carpet sweep it, or shift the blame. They blame somebody else. But what we had before with they don't feel sorry because their pride is too big. Oh yeah, they don't feel guilty for how they treated you because their ego is too big to care. But yet they're embarrassed and disgusted about themselves. They already had some problems within them that they didn't like. And they took that out on you, and you probably was like a very good person to them. They felt safe, right? You probably loved them and treated them better than anybody else had ever did. You're the best thing. You were the best thing in my life. And, you know, they took that for granted. And now they no longer have access to you. And they could want you, and it's all this woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it's just a little bit too late, a little too long. Like, and you're done and you're over it. Like, let's see if there's anything else before. Okay. Okay, so then we had this with men tears. Like, if this person come crying to you, you want some Justin Timberlake, cry me a river. Like, you're over it. You're done. Like, you don't care. And then we have Haunted from Dawn of the Cruise. It was Grand that said it. She didn't actually, like, die or anything to haunt them, but they wouldn't listen to her. And they thought she died, so she played along with it. And was just pretty much bothering them around the house. Because they wouldn't listen to her. And they even tried to, like, bring somebody in to be, like, a Ghostbuster. So she, like, jumped in that person's mouth and was like, she just wants you to respect her and listen to her. Like I said before, their conscience is going to eat them alive. They're haunted by their conscience and everything that they have done. That's why they're embarrassed and disgusted by themselves. And then they're trying to be like, oh, I don't care, when they actually do care. They're disgusted with themselves. They don't like themselves. That's that hole in their heart that they can't fill. They actually have to get to like themselves. But they did way too much shit to others that it's hard for them to actually like themselves. But rather than dealing with that, they continue to be toxic and manipulative because they too much in their pride and their ego. They don't see like that's the problem. They're the problem. The fake phoniness, not actually liking yourself, is the problem. Like, pretty sure everybody like played Among Us, right? So let's say you suspect that this person is the like imposter and stuff like that, right? And everybody else is saying, no, it's this one, right? But you are correct that it is that person, right? You don't think that person gonna take you out because you will tell everybody else or have everybody else put like get catch on to that it's actually them? It's imposter. They have to, blend in, fit in, clout chase. Okay. And then we have when we have two Patricks. When Patrick and SpongeBob was battling for what competition was that? I could see the whole episode, right? And then even SpongeBob telling Patrick he doesn't have ears, all that. That he doesn't have fingertips, all that. But I don't remember. It was like a fry cook competition, something like that. And then Patrick like signed up for the chum bucket so he can like participate. And then they was battling, and SpongeBob erased his name, and Patrick freaked out because he's not Rick. But I'm just talking about like an imposter. They're not who they're saying that they are. The way that they portraying themselves is false, fake, phony. He's Patrick, not Rick. And then we have these two came out together. We have Angry Bee, and then we have Grim Sipping his tea. All right, so if this connection is boring me to death, like you don't care now how they feel about the situation, and that can make them even more mad, because they want you. You're the best thing that they ever had in their life, and they feel like if you're the best thing they ever had in their life, they should be the best thing that they ever had in your life. And it's just like, no, sweetie, no, like you were the best thing to show me what not to do. Like, it's just what not to do at a stoplight. That is that. Like, it's and now they angry because like I said before, you trying to live your best life. You're not going back and forth with them. And they conscious is haunting them. Meanwhile, you're fine, not thinking about them, finding new things that excite you. They just sitting there and they pride and their ego, upset, hurt, bothered. If they got an STD, they definitely hurt and bothered. Especially if they have that, like I said before, is my deck upside down? The deck upside down. Okay. And I'm not sure they will tell you that they have that with. I wish I have told you how I felt. Where is it? Like, it's just like, I wish I had told you how I feel at that time. I remember that because I was like, see. Oh, I should have been honest with you about how I was feeling at that time. But rather than doing that, they try to be an imposter and tell lies. Right, so we have these two cards came out together, so I'm going to read them together. So we have the Justice card and the Hanged Man. Okay, hold on. Let me figure out a way to hold them so that I'm not blocking the cards. Alright, so in the Justice card, we have the two people here. The scales are being balanced. Right, you don't have to take vengeance. Vengeance will, karma will get them better than you can. Okay? And with this haunted, like I said before, their conscience is eating them up alive. And plus, in the Bible, it says there's no sleep for the wicked. So might have some restless nights, some insomnia, some nightmares. And then we have one person with like the crown and stuff like that, and the other person I have like a wound on their head and their hands. If they thought their pride and their ego gave them all this power so they can do whatever they wanted to do to other people and it wouldn't matter or get back to them. Like I said before, with now understanding the impact, now they see that with justice, that you don't just treat anybody any which way that you want to and think that you're going to get away with it. Because the hangman is all about like a delay, a pause, a stagnation, a timeout. So they can be like in timeout for a very long time. Like spiritual prison, financial prison, well, whatever it is, like whatever they pride and ego, whatever reason why they did it, they would be stuck. If it was for money or in power and fame and stuff like that, when the scale is now balanced, they might not have that same amount of money and power and status that they had before. And everybody else will now see how they are, who they are, and realize they're not a fair and just person. And, you know, they gain a new perspective on the person, on how the situation is and what it look like. Is my deck still upside down? Hold on. Nope. Okay, so this is reverse. So it's the Knight of Cups reverse. Right? Not having confidence in themselves, like I said before, like they're just ego. Ego is not actual confidence. Because if you have to lie, cheat, belittle, degrade, compare yourself, bring somebody else down, you don't have confidence in yourself, and you don't want the other person to have that other person's confidence affects you in some way, shape, or form, and you want to bring it down for y'all two to be on the same level when y'all weren't on the same level at all. And then next we have the King of Cups. Right? And he's pouring out the cup of water. And he holds the Ace of Cups. And in the Ace of Cups is it's like a solid, like a new emotional beginning. It could be love. It could be a creative project. It could even be a spirituality. Oh, I said a spiritual jail, right? Yeah. It could be in like a spiritual jail until they actually speak the truth and come out and tell you everything wholeheartedly, not holding things back out of pride and ego and stuff like that, or simply balancing their pride and their ego and actually gaining the confidence, real true confidence, and realize that their wishy-washy behavior is what caused them to miss out on this opportunity, and that when they had this cup of love, they took it for granted. They like I said, he was pouring it out. They thought it was always going to be there. They could just come. Because the Knight of Cups doesn't hold the Ace of Cups, but he also has a cup, and he's drinking from this cup, right? Your love or what you was giving, oh, they all drinking water. They didn't want your emotions, their love, and anything that you was giving to them. But now that they no longer has it, or even if they did have it, they were taking it for granted, lying to you, using it for like clout chasing, superficial, egotistical, petty, childish reasons. Being wishy-washy, withholding love. Because the King of Cups does that. That's why this situation is draining, and you don't want this person in your life. Like I said before, they was being an imposter. They wasn't. How they were trying to portray themselves is not how they really are. Your love will never be good enough or fill them up, fill that hole in their heart, because they don't like themselves, and they don't like themselves from a very, like, there's certain days I'm just like, okay, like, you know, everybody get embarrassed from time to time, but I don't get like disgusted. I'm not disgusted with myself. That's shame. A lot of shame. That's shame and guilt tied together. And they not addressing it. They rather just pour it out and try to use like their emotions, or use emotions to manipulate people, and don't care about it. And that could be why they're in like a spiritual prison and justice being served. And they in this, a delay, a hangman. On pause. Because this can't keep happening. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And she holds the ace. Look at her cups compared to the King of Cups. Right? You realize that it's important to love others, but it's also important to love yourself. And like I said, in the in the Ace of Cups, it's more than just your emotions. It's your spirituality, your creativity, your emotions, your love, your nurturing, all of it is in that. And they poured it out because they felt like it wasn't good enough. And now the scales is being balanced. If it wasn't good enough, okay, and they treated you like shit, the situation is coming to an end. It's dead, it's boring. You want to find something more exciting and interesting that fills up your battery. You feel recharged, you feel rejuvenated, you like being around them, you want to see them, you want to talk to them. And this person ain't it, so you got to cut this person out that doesn't have confidence within inside themselves, which is they don't love themselves. Which is why, like I said before, you can't love somebody that don't love themselves. They're just going to continue pouring it out and draining you. Yep. But that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.